What up, y'all? Two of my favorite people here.
Hey.
You know, I know you guys not the first females. Yeah, but I made up because I got 2 and 1.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we got Black Rose in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Dígame, mi gente.
I'm gonna do 2 episodes with Black Rose. Tomorrow we got Da Vinci, so it's gonna be fun. We got, tú sabes, the goddess in arms. Tú sabes, ella se llama la goddess. Tú sabes, tú sabes, pana mío. She's been a really good friend of mine for a very long time. How long have we been friends?
I don't know, a couple years.
We got Zipporah in the house, Colombiana. Can I say that you're a tantric sex expert? Can you say that?
Sure.
Yes.
Coach and somatic therapist.
I love that.
Trans a what?
Tantra coach and somatic therapist. Bodywork therapy.
Okay. Bodywork therapy.
You gotta add the sound like.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that. Yeah, I'm excited to have both. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be a fun episode. I'm like, Black Rose, tú no eres fácil.
Yo soy media santa.
Tú eres media
but
santa.
A lot of rebel.
Rebelde, sí. You know, you've been killing it on social media all over the place too.
Thank
out here
you,
though.
thank
You know
you.
what I'm saying? So you're hilarious.
Gracias.
All right. And also you with the hookup, we're in the Dominican. We just came from the Dominican parade.
Listen, we got to talk about that after. We're going to end the show talking about it, or you want to start it?
Oh, whatever you want.
Oh my God.
It's free flowing. You know what I mean?
Latino power to the next level yesterday.
That was, yes.
But for her, we had energy.
We had
said,
energy for
"Pull up."
everybody.
For the goddess, I said, I am there. What? I
You're a real
levitated
one.
over here.
Yo, we got done, I think, at 10 o'clock at night.
Y me dijeron que eso fue temprano. A friend of mine, you're not outside still?
No, my feet hurt. I got home, I was like, no.
Yeah, we don't have the same energy anymore.
Matter of fact, like, I'm the type of dude, like, we were talking about it last night. We went to parties afterwards. Like, there was 2 parties. There was Café Colmado. And after that, there was, like, something called Que Lo Que in New York City, NYC. And what they do is, like, they have monthly parties, like, a whole bunch of Dominicans get together, and they all dancing.
Perico
Hipiao,
hipiao,
bachata, like, it's fun. Like, and you see a lot of young cats dancing, like, merengue and all this extra stuff. It's pretty cool.
I'm glad you got to experience it.
I'm happy. I'm glad thank you for bringing me there.
Claro.
You know, so I also, like, you know, I've learned a lot from you, Zipporah. Like, back in the day, her and I go way back. Like, I went through, like, a little heartbreak, and she was there for me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was so down on my luck, and I was like, Yanni. And then she was like, you know, we done all this healing, and she taught me the ways, a lot of things when it comes to Tantra and what it means and what the therapy is. Because I always thought, like, tantric sex was like, ooh, it's all about fucking.
Oh, no.
You know.
What would you say tantric is? Like, it's tantric.
Tantra?
Tantra.
Yeah. It's a way of living. It's a lifestyle. It's about making everything an intention, everything you do.
Okay.
Including intimacy, including making your coffee in the morning, including what you're going to work out to and what you're going to focus and concentrate on. It's just about living with intentions. And then when it comes to intimacy, ritualizing it, especially when it comes to the sexuality, adding some spiritual elements into it.
Ten cuidado que me estoy calentando ya. Espérense.
We're not going to be doing Tantra live right now.
No, not here. But we could talk about it.
They'll block us real quick. So, what would you say? So, when I first thought about Tantra, I learned a lot from you because I remember that for me, it was like, it was all about sex, right? And you taught me, like, it's more than sex. It's more of, like, sensuality and being in touch, because it's like a sexual side to you, right? There's a sexual energy, and especially that you always talk to me about, like, us men, we don't get to experience that sexual side of things, right? So where you were telling me about it, how it came about.
Okay. Well, how it came about.
Yeah, you were talking to me about how it came about, like,
how did she get into it, you mean? Like, how did she start exploring that?
No, like she was telling me, like, it was like some therapy about war.
Oh, okay. So back in the ancient times, they used to have these sex temples where they would practice the sacred sexual arts.
Mm-hmm.
And then there would be tantric priests and priestesses doing healing and teaching the sexual arts. And then the wounded soldiers would come And so they would work on them and heal them before sending them out into society all traumatized. That's probably what you're
Yes.
referring to. Yeah. So it's getting sexual healing. Sexual healing.
How important you think it is? Like, you think everybody should be trying that, like some Tantra?
I think we all need it, yeah, because with all the clients that I receive who have experienced childhood sexual abuse and with all the pedophilia that's going on behind closed doors,
Oh,
there's a lot of shadows with sexuality, and especially with the religion and the Catholic Church conditioning people saying that, sexuality is harmful and dangerous and sinful. And I mean, a lot of people are carrying around shame and guilt and fear around their sexuality. And a lot of people have this distorted way and lustful way with their sexual energy where it controls them and they're leaky with it and they're just giving it the first impulse of having desire. They don't know what to do with that. And it's also about learning how to control that energy so you can have full control over it and make good decisions and not get involved with the wrong people, because once you open yourself up to others in a sexual way, then you're just inviting in
all these
anything
soul ties
Right,
and
exactly.
bonding with people
Right,
you
with-
don't necessarily need to be
Right,
bonding with.
Exactly. If they're not in alignment, if they're not good for you, then, I mean, the more slower we can take our intimacy, the better decisions we can make and more clearer.
Yeah, but I feel like us men, especially Latino men, like our idea is, coño, está buena esa tipa. Sí, está buena. Yo le doy, tú le das también. Sí. And it's all about like, yo, I would have sex with her. But it's never been like, yo, what she's all about. Está loca o no? What kind of energy she bringing to the table? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't talk about
No.
none of that shit.
Or
We
are
just be
you
like,
even ready?
yeah, or am I
Yeah,
even
what is
ready?
your energy?
Yeah.
Not you personally, but
Yeah.
men, like the men.
Right.
The men,
Yeah.
But it was like, us men don't think about none of that.
No.
We
They
talk-
don't think.
Yeah.
They don't think.
There's
They think
two
about one
heads.
thing.
Let's do it. There's this one and the one down there, and the one down there makes bad decisions.
Right. And sometimes the mind wants to hurry up and take her to the room, and then the body's not ready. So then they experience performance anxiety, and it doesn't get up, or it goes limp, and it's because like they're rushing into it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's they're operating from the mind.
And what kind of things you seen with, especially like, do you see men participating in things like this, or is it more women?
I get couples, I get everybody. But you mean participating in what?
And like the ceremonies.
Oh, you
and-
mean in exploring Tantra and
Yeah.
learning about?
Yeah.
No, everybody. I see all types of people.
Mm-hmm.
And the good thing is that people are craving this work now.
Yeah.
They're less afraid. There's still the people that like they do think it's all sex related. It's a misconception. And really it's just a little piece of it. But the more you learn how to practice meditation, breath work, mindfulness, which is all related to Tantra, especially yoga,
Yeah.
the better the sex gets. It really, like, these practices are a combination of different foreplay. And so it just makes everything more like heightened.
Yeah.
Your sensitivity, your pleasure.
Like you
Yeah.
look, you feel like you're about to like burst out. I always say like I don't judge men or my relationships like the first time I am intimate with someone, especially if they're not that open. Like I don't even judge. Like some people be like, oh no, he didn't put it down. I was like, it's too soon.
See, women are expecting this now.
It's too
and
soon. Like it takes a little time to learn each other's bodies, right? Like, am I right or wrong? Like,
oh yeah. I mean, I think we all need to slow the fuck down, put the brakes down when getting to know each other. I think, like, man, I was just telling somebody that, like, I went on a couple dates and they were holding my hand the whole time, but like so prematurely too.
Yeah.
And it made me question, okay, what is this attachment or this clinginess?
Mm-hmm.
And it's because I've done the conscious celibacy, which means
yeah,
I started focusing on myself rather than, meeting other people and going on dates and exploring other men. And I just kind of like closed up my womb space for a while to work on my purpose.
Yeah.
And so going back into the dating game, I'm seeing how people rush it, and it's actually turning me off.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's what we're rushing into this like premature physical affection without you experiencing any reward. Like
Yeah.
you have to build up to it.
Mhm.
And we're just bypassing
So
all
it's-
of that.
So it kind of kills the sazon.
Yes.
One thing I like though that you were telling me, like when you start talking to me about tantra, right? And I was, you're like, yo, there's different senses. Yeah, I'm like, the only sense I think about is my pee-pee, right?
Your pee-pee.
I don't know why I said pee-pee. My dick.
The fact that you said your pee-pee has a sense, but like I get what you mean, like
Right?
the feeling,
But like,
the feeling of
then-
that.
And then she's talking, then she was like, yo, watch this show on Netflix. I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it was about these couples,
You
and
know
then
Goop with Goop?
No.
It was with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Okay, now I gotta watch it.
Okay.
yeah, and it was like they brought these couples in, right? And these different couples, like they didn't, como no, they there's couples there that never had an orgasm, right? Even the
Wow.
guys didn't know what kind of
So
orgasms
sad.
they had, bro.
Mm.
Like, and they were like, some dudes were like, people get off from sounds. People orgasm from sounds, bro.
Yeah.
Yo dije, eso no puede ser. De que sounds and air and blowing on somebody and different types of touch, certain types of touch, and
Yeah.
they're doing furthers. And there was this black dude crying because it's like, I never experienced anything like this ever.
Yeah,
Aw.
most people don't realize like how much is available to us when it comes to like our cosmic orgasmic potential.
Mm-hmm.
And with the senses he's talking about is like the 5 senses, which are touch, smell, taste. What else? Seeing, vision.
Vision.
Uh-huh. And what's the last one? Hearing.
Yeah.
And then
And the 6th one is pee-pee.
no, the 6th one. The 6th one. That's maybe the 7th. The 6th one is the 6th sense.
Yeah,
The
which
third
is
eye, like
the third eye. Yeah, yeah.
intuition.
Okay.
Uh-huh. The traveling interdimensionally, because Tantra can get people there.
Okay.
Girl, I didn't know that I had gotten there. I was with this one guy 7 years. And it was a bit of an on and off situation, but he is one of the only person that I've been intimate with that I felt the whole, like the energy going from him to
Orbiting?
me.
Okay.
Yeah, like I felt it. Like it was like a wave.
It's called a microcosmic orbit.
Yeah,
That's what that
and when
is?
I feel it, I would feel it, and then I would see him feel it, and I was just like, wow, like we done tapped into
Yeah.
something
Energy.
else, and the energy, like I've yet to feel that with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And I long for that. I think of those, and he's the only one that ever gave me a titty orgasm.
You had a titty orgasm?
Yes, it exists, and it's crazy because sometimes I'll tell people that because that's just an experience that I've never been able to forget. He's the only one that ever gotten me. Our connection was that strong, and literally, like I orgasmed.
So wait a minute. So what was it he was doing?
He was sucking on some titties, but it's just the way that he was doing it.
Was he massaging?
It was like
while sucking?
massaging and like it was so sensual.
Yeah.
And each time before he even touched, like his lip even got to like I was just feeling it. And then he kept doing that. It was like a repetition, and
No
I
way.
orgasmed. I
You
trembled.
orgasm out of somebody just like playing.
Yes, and
sucking.
no one's ever been able to do that.
And it's a different type of orgasm because it's in the heart space because it's right around our heart chakra.
Uh-huh.
And most guys will bypass spending a lot of time on the breast. And they'll just go to the ass.
No, I
Yeah.
spent a lot of time.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah.
All day. Empezamos a decir tiene leche.
Tiene hambre el tipo.
Vamos a un helado ahí, mi amor.
So what caused that? Like
Yeah, what is it?
What's the scientific?
Your heart was open and he was spending a lot of time there. And yeah, not many people can do that to you.
Mhm.
So it's good that he was able to bring you there. And it's just more expansive, this orgasm. It's a different kind, like where it could last a little bit longer.
Yeah.
It could feel like maybe whole body, but definitely.
Girl, I
just-
felt like that moment with the cone heads.
Uh-huh.
Remember when they're
Yeah, when
just
they-
I was like, oh, that's what that, like, yes. Yes.
That's hilarious.
Loved
so,
it.
What do you think allowed that to happen? Is it because he created a space, or is it because she was that comfortable?
Yeah, she felt comfortable. They created the space together, and I don't know, maybe he might have been stimulating her breast, unlike other people
Were you
have
high?
before. Did you smoke a little bit?
Always.
Okay,
Always.
so
That could be
there
it
was
too.
some ganja
Yeah,
involved.
yeah. That was our routine.
Uh-huh.
Smoke a
And
little.
guys can get this too. It's not just the breast. Like, y'all can get heart orgasms.
I never had a girl suck on my titties. I'm like, mierda, esto fue lo mejor. Yo digo, no, ya, deja eso. Vamos para allá.
Oh, no, I like when a man is like, yes, go for it. And I'm like,
For real?
Right, puppy.
Yeah, me too.
You say, yeah.
Look at her face. I like, she's like,
Yeah. I like to do a little breastfeeding.
That's why. So for me, I remember those ones like, I was with some shorty, right? And there was a time that I got so emotional after orgasm. I think it was the first time like me feeling like an orgasm. I was like, what is this, bro? And I even felt like crying, right? And I was like, what the hell is this feeling? And there was only like this one girl that I felt that, right? And I was like, what is that feeling? Right.
Yeah.
And and I've been with other girls, and I think for us guys, it's always like once I come, my orgasm, right? But this time, like I was so emotional, I cried.
Was there a buildup leading to this ejaculation? Like, were you practicing not coming for a while before that? I'm just asking if there was a gradual buildup.
I don't know.
That happened with this specific girl.
I wouldn't remember that, but I was like, it's something that never it never happened before, and it was weird.
Yeah.
And she was like, you just had an orgasm. That's what that was.
I think it was more than just an orgasm.
Then what was it? Was it therapy that I
But
needed?
did it last a little bit longer? Was it more like holy?
It felt holy.
Okay. Yeah, so
Yo vi a Jesucristo behind.
Okay.
Y estaba así.
Amen.
No, so that's what like divine lovemaking is. If two people are really in it together, and I mean, obviously, when you go into it with more intention, if there's love behind it, and you're practicing devotion on that other person, like in the act, it could take you into those transcendental states where it could feel psychedelic. It could feel like you're on a trip with an orgasm, or if like it could feel like you're in heaven. For some people, the orgasm can last a long time. And that's what reaching divinity is all about through sex, is reaching levels of God. That's why when people say, "Oh my God," sometimes they're reaching those levels of enlightenment. And it's because you're merging two souls to become one and to reach communion. So it's another way of accessing the divine, which is why the church doesn't like talking about it, because sexual energy is really powerful when people learn to do it with intention.
I got a question for you. Like, so let's say I'm in a marriage. Like, if somebody's listening, like I'm in a marriage, I'm in a relationship already. Like, what do you recommend them to try and do to change their sex life? Let's say we got a mundane, like the sex has become a little mundane.
Yeah.
What kind of person do to change that?
Okay. Well, they can set the space, like the container. So do the things that will awaken all the senses, like what we talked about. So have a nice non-toxic incense, have a candle lighting up, that's the fire. Have water nearby. You definitely want to have a lot of water. Like stay away from the alcohol, because that just numbs people up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you don't
I
remember.
agree.
Why wouldn't you want to remember?
I agree.
Yeah,
So do you think that alcohol impairs sex?
for sure.
But I feel like it makes it easier.
No, well then you have to figure out why it's so hard for you, or maybe it's just not the time at that moment. Yeah, no alcohol.
No alcohol at all.
Not when you're about to.
But
do
there's
the
some
sexy
people
stuff.
like I met girls that was like, God, yeah, like I can't have sex if I don't have alcohol in me.
That's
Some
just,
of them like,
no. I mean,
Is it because they got something to work on them? Like, is that
she has to get intoxicated.
intoxicated
and
to
drunk
be
to have
like
sex with
not
you?
drunk, but like not with me? But I'm like, but saying,
Yeah.
"El diablo."
I mean, that's just where she's at in her evolution.
yeah.
Like she was like with all her exes, and she was like, "Yo, like she's like normally like she's dry. I think she's very dry, and I think when she drinks, it loosens her up a little bit.
I thought you was talking something else was dry.
No,
I was
no.
like,
Yeah, me too.
you might need
Maybe
to,
that's right,
a
too.
little
Yeah.
foreplay, a
Maybe-
little something else, drink some water, pH balances,
Right? Like, so
I would advise maybe just a little ganja instead of the poison.
okay.
And,
Yeah,
and when
so-
I'm doing this, I'm not saying clock it. I'm going this way,
That's agreement. Even in Mexico, that means yes.
Yeah?
So yeah, because it drops the inhibitions, it drops the guards down, especially when people are nervous. Just even like a microdose of inhalation of cannabis will do the trick, and that's
So-
why I use it in my practice.
So you mean to tell me like so weed will make sex better?
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
Are you serious?
Yes. It's
Why?
an aphrodisiac.
How?
It's
Right,
an
it's a natural one.
aphrodisiac.
It's an aphrodisiac.
There's so many people
Yes.
that smoke weed right before having sex without even thinking twice about it. And the reason is it opens up our sensuality.
For real?
Yeah, and it gets us to slow down. And so that's tantric sex, going slow and enjoying it, every kiss, every lick, and having the music on. So back to the container, setting the right music, the right frequencies, like something romantic or sexy, sensual. Remember
Yeah.
sensual trip hop?
Yeah. She's dope. Like she taught me like using up coconut oil and being sensitive with.
And then what they could do is they can play like these different intimacy games where grab each other's hand like this and then set the timer and then look into each other's eyes for 3 minutes, where we can even put our hands on our heart like that.
Ya empezó.
okay.
Like this, and then without in through the nose.
I'm in love. Yeah, I'm gay. I'm gay now.
It's starting already. It's working on her.
Yeah, it worked.
So starting like that, like
Okay.
these. Maybe I'll pass you some stuff that you can give to your viewers, like a little like starter. pack.
Gotcha.
I have a
So-
question. My
Go
bad.
ahead. Ask her a question.
I've experienced this thing where, and it has happened whether I feel like the sex was good or bad. Maybe like the first time with some people that I might be intimate with, I feel like almost like I'm gonna throw up. What is this?
Oh my God,
What?
that is your body telling you your body does not want to hand itself over to that person. At least in that
Oh
moment.
my! Okay, so there was this one guy. And
Maybe he in
I was
shower.
dating the guy that I was.
No se bañó de asqueroso.
The guy that I was dating on and off for 7 years, the reason why I was on and off is he wasn't like making it solid. And I was just like, I need to start dating other people because me, literally this past 7 years was only sleeping with him. And I don't know exactly what he could have been doing out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I did let some guy take me on a date. Came out of nowhere because I'm not like looking for it, but he came out of nowhere. He was so sweet. We went on a few dates back to back. Anyways, a few weeks later, he gets like a room in the New Yorker and he's like trying to impress me, right? And I'm like, wow, this guy is handsome. He's like African, but speaks French. A prince in my eyes. Girl, I took a shower. He comes in. The piece looks smaller than I'm ever used to. And I was just like, all right, maybe he's a grower, not a shower. And at the moment that he tried to like go in, it was like popping right back out. Let's just say like, and like right there, like something just like came over my body and I felt nauseous. I was just like, he was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, I don't know. Like, I need to breathe right now. Like,
Are you serious?
I needed him to get the fuck off of me.
But you
It's
drink-
not like he could perform anyways. Like, I guess
Right.
I don't think I have the
but-
biggest butt, but I
that's
just
her
couldn't.
body speaking through
Yeah.
her. Like, you know, when you get the gut instinct, so that's her body telling her, "Hey, this is not the one. Don't." And then sometimes, or a lot of times, us women, we bypass our intuition or
Yeah.
our gut feeling, and then we do the thing. But what did you
I-
go out?
We
and-
didn't even finish. I just kind of
good.
went to sleep, and then the next morning, I was so ready to just leave. And he's like, "Oh, let me take you to breakfast downstairs." I'm like, "Oh my God, I can't get rid of this guy." And after that, he would call me on the phone, and he wanted too much. He was like, "Yeah, and I'm gonna move to North Carolina, and I want you to move in with me, and and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh, he was in love.
How? How are you in love with me? And we like had like 3 weeks.
And guys say a lot of things too, just to
So, yeah.
Oh, what do you
So-
mean? We be honest.
But to wrap that up, yeah, the body's very intelligent.
Uh-huh.
It's a technology, and so it communicates with us
Okay.
through these signals.
I got a question.
interesting.
She said something very important. She said, what about guys with little dicks?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, he can't perform anyways. What can a guy with a small PP do to satisfy a woman? Like,
Eat some pussy!
Get really good at that. Get really good at fingering, at touching, massaging, at all the other things.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's different options. There's penis enhancers.
Mm-hmm.
There's even dildos that you can put over your cock.
So you're like, so I was looking for something like, what he should do is use this technique. No, you're like, nah, put something to make it bigger. Because he could still orgasm with a little pee-pee.
You can become an expert in the other things on
The
how
yoni.
to use a woman. Yeah, but like how to touch it. A lot of guys don't know how to touch or finger or massage.
What's the best way to touch a woman?
This is not a how-to right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a guy that you don't know, like, what's the best way?
Come to me and I'll teach you on her body.
It really depends on the
So
female. Maybe some females might like it rougher. Some females might like it softer. Like it really depends.
But that's the thing. Couples don't know how to communicate with each other and tell each other what they really want without like feeling shame about exposing some fetish or kink. Or some people just don't know what they want. They haven't had to express their desires because nobody's really ever asked them. Like, but what is it that you truly want me to do to you right now?
Yeah. So set those boundaries off the gate. Like have those uncomfortable conversations. I'm big on let's have all the uncomfortable conversations early on. And that's something that I learned as being a people pleaser. I used to just kind of like go with the flow and see. And I'm not like, now I'm trying to flow with a purpose. I'm not trying to sound like I'm like being this mom energy or nagging or anything. I just want to know what you want, like, and what you like me to do to you and vice versa. I want to tell you what my boundaries are and what I like. I want to have those conversations. And I think a man is mature when he does that. And I see it. Now I see it like, oh, wow, he's mature. This is not scaring him away. Like, I don't know if you want a finger by your butt or not, What if, I'm licking a gooch and my tongue goes down by mistake
do you
a
like
little
that?
bit?
Do you eat ass?
Gooch? Oh, like, do I eat ass? I'm not like an ass eater, but like if I'm by the gooch and something, slips a little bit, like I'm not.
Nobody else is using that mic after that.
Listen, I haven't done that in a long time. That was like, it happened with one person. And because I felt very, yeah.
Right?
But it's so funny when I see men like,
not everybody eat ass.
make sure you stay away from my ass because they don't want to come across as gay, And I'm like,
nah, it's cool. It's okay to eat ass.
If I like it, you like it too. We're humans. We pretty much have very similar sensors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me play with
Except
your butt a
guys
little
have
bit now.
more down there.
Right?
Come on. That's where the P spot is.
Yeah, the
G
pressure
spot. Yeah.
point.
So do you get a lot of guys that were like, yo, I want to try this? Or do you sneak it in there? Like, what do you do?
Do I sneak? No, I don't sneak anything in. What do you mean?
That's rape. Oh wait, grape. Sorry.
So let's say I'll go on a date with a girl, right? But when is the best time to be like, yo, let's have sex? Do you believe in sex on the first date, or you be like,
no, not. I mean, I know it happens. I know it happens, and I know people stay with each other after that, and they have successful relationships. But I wouldn't recommend it.
when is the best time to have sex?
No, there's no best time. I think you just have to feel that person out. Everybody's unique, and you just have to. You have to get to know her first and see if she's even somebody that you want to connect with on that level, because you also have to protect your own precious energy. So it's not all about her and pleasing her. It's about you too. Like, who do you want to let into your world? Because you
Mm,
know that women bond a lot faster than guys do.
that's true.
So, do you want the wrong chick attached to you? I mean, I know some guys operate selfishly, so I
They're
mean,
just always ready for a kill. They're
That's
yeah.
just
true. We have always
they're just always ready for a
the thing.
kill.
Us guys, we think. Cause I'm like, okay, we're gonna go on this date, then we go over there, and then we're like, if I bring her to the crib, this is when we could have sex. So it's like we do plan around things around sex. And we think about sex first.
But don't
Like,
you feel shitty afterwards sometimes?
yeah,
Like you feel even worse?
yes.
Right.
Depends who it is. Depends about like if depends on the energy or who I'm sleeping with. There was a time that was like sleeping with multiple like different girls, right? And afterwards, it felt empty, and that's when it was like, oh, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So that's when I spent a long time without having sex afterwards.
Yeah. And when we give it up too soon to the guys, then that chase is over. And then you
Yeah.
don't like them as much.
That's true.
And so you're killing the desire right there and the mystery.
Hmm?
So it's just like you're doing a disservice for the both of y'all.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even think about it like that.
Value yourself a
Yeah,
little
'cause
more.
the masculine wants the chase, they want to court, they want the challenge.
Why is it some girls sleep with some guys faster?
Because they don't like them as much. And so they think that they just are gonna, get satisfied as well.
Mhm.
That's the first thing I could say to you, like
Mhm.
as you were, even before you finished.
Yeah, because there's some guys, there's some girls who be like, okay, I'll sleep with this guy faster, but this guy,
They hold out.
they hold out. Why is that?
Well,
What she
because
just said.
because she wants some dick right now, like fast food style, but she wants to hold out for the guy that she really likes because
So if she really likes you, you're fucked. No,
you're not fucked.
And he was like, "Cause I'm not getting any no time soon. I gotta." No, it's you see, that's the thought you gotta change.
Us guys, we do feel like that. We do think like that. We're like, yo, hold on, like, damn, like, we do see. We're like, okay, when I remember there was one girl, like, I didn't court her or nothing, and then we were sleeping together, and it was a lot easier, whatever. And then the guy that was taking her to the 5-star restaurant, she would hold out of from. Like, he would court her, he would buy her expensive things and stuff like that. Didn't do anything with him. But with me, it was like a different story, right? So I was like, for me, it was confusing,
Oh.
right? But then I also noticed when the girl really liked me or saw a future with me, like that's when she would hold out.
Mm.
And I think at that time I had the wrong interpretation of what dating was,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
I think it's because also for a long time when it was a lot easier for you to get it, you're like, this is normal, this is how it is, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, man, that's why I haven't been in a serious relationship where I could settle down for a long time, right?
Mm.
Because I was like, I'm used to like, okay, I meet a girl, we go on a date, boom, and we do it. That's right,
It's
routine.
become second nature.
It became
yeah.
second nature.
But it's not the right way. It's just
Mhm.
that we didn't have healthy people to emulate dating.
At all.
Right. You got pornography, you got
Instant
don't know.
gratification.
yeah, like just the way society has gone, like our generation.
What do you
When
feel
dating and
about
swiping.
pornography? Do you watch it at all?
Yeah.
Or are you
so-
someone that taps into like your own experience? Like my best friend, I love her, Rochelle. She's about to get married. We very open with each other. We tell each other everything, and I'll be like, yeah, I had to watch something the other day and rub one out just because I didn't want to think of some of the partners that I was with, right? And she was
Yeah.
like, I never watch it. I was like, so what do you do to get yourself off when you're by yourself? She was like, I literally just go in my mind. And I'm like, I get it, but like I was like, just your partner. So what do you think of porn and the way that they say we shouldn't watch it at all, and that's so bad?
Mhm. Okay, so I'm coming from it from a like the lens where I used to have the addiction. So
Mhm.
there's like I'm not speaking down to
Mhm.
people that still have that because I was there. But
Mhm.
it is a brainwash
Yeah.
because it's distorting sexuality and the way it should be. It's objectifying women
Mhm.
and treating them any which way, and then there's sex trafficking in there. And then they're
Yeah.
acting. None of
Yeah.
it is real. There's
Yeah.
no love or emotion behind
Okay.
what they're doing. So the orgasms are mostly fake.
All right, let me clear my browser.
Delete the cookies and the cache.
Delete the cookies. I don't do it as much, but
But so it's
Yeah.
teaching men and women a way to have physical intercourse where it's very like pounding, fast.
yeah,
and
yeah.
the guys think it's easy to give a woman an orgasm when really 88% or something like that of women can't even orgasm through penetration alone. And
Wow.
so most of us are,
88%?
yeah, around there. It's really high
Damn.
up through vaginal penetration. And so, God, what a lot of women do, because I used to be that person, was like, would be just faking the orgasm just to get it over with, because it's not even good anyway. And yeah, so guys think it's easy to get them off. And then you're just becoming like two porn stars. And the woman's like, just faking
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And it's, so we emulate that in sex.
Yeah.
And
I'm not a fan of that hard ass pounding. Like I like a little roughness here and there, but like it's just different. Like choke me a little and like grab me and then go and
yeah,
then get
and all of those things are
a
fine.
rhythm.
Right.
Mhm.
But if you're asking me about porn, yeah, like I think it is damaging intimacy and
Okay.
people's sexuality, because especially men, when they're so fixated on it, they become more, they graduate to more sexually deviant categories, and so they're watching more explicit or
Yeah.
more violent
Got it.
porn. And so once they have a woman in front of them, and this could go both ways too. Once you have a real live human in front of you that's gorgeous, beautiful body, big bone or whatever, it's not the same. Or like, with
That's
the
true.
woman, it's not the same,
That's
because
true.
you're hardwired on that artificial dopamine, because you're really becoming hypersensitive to what you're watching visually. And so it becomes hard to have the same fix in real life.
Yeah. So I think I also like I feel like a lot. I heard it's changing people's brains too. Like people's brains are like rotting
Because of all the dopamine
of all the
hits.
dopamine hits. You're getting it from your phone. Like
With social media too.
social media,
And so
like
it's hard to get it in real life without all of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, and people sometimes just rather jerk off or like masturbate before. And then they don't feel like going out or going on a date or doing anything because I already got my fix in.
Right. I know guys do that.
Yeah.
But just to finish what you were saying, I think so something that I did, I kind of just started weaning myself off. And so I think every now and then, if you want to go on and get yourself up, but just don't look at it. Like look at it at the beginning, and then start touching yourself, but don't
out.
orgasm while you're looking at it.
Got it.
Because there's
Yeah.
also black magic happening with it, because they're taking people's most vital life force energy, which is the sexual energy.
Yeah.
And that's why the porn industry is multi-billion-dollar, because
Yeah.
they're feeding off of men's life force and making men weak out there, because they're now controlling the sexual energy through these, this entertainment. That's all it is entertainment.
Yeah.
And a distraction, and then it's fucking up our intimacy out in the matrix.
In the real life.
Oh wow, yeah. Because nowadays, like they're saying, like majority of the people watch porn. It's like the whole human population is on porn sites now,
Yeah.
right? So it's like that before you had to buy a magazine to watch porn, or you had to there was barriers.
Yeah.
But now it's so easily accessible. Yeah, but they say, "Are you over 18?" What person under 18 is gonna be like?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I know, and that's why it's free, because now we're the products.
We're the
We
product.
have everything. We
Yeah,
have
and
the OnlyFans that it's soft porn, or I don't know what. The people that go extra.
Oh, Instagram is soft porn these
Yeah,
days. too.
Instagram is
that's
soft
true.
porn now. It's so much stuff. Playboy had asked me to do a little.
OnlyFans.
Well, it's like a new forum. It's a new forum. I did it for I literally just got it taken off last week. Because I started to do it. I was like, let's Playboy. This is
So what
iconic.
is it, just tap?
You could do
Topless?
whatever you want. You could post. I wasn't posting
Okay,
topless. I wasn't giving them that. Like just regular, like me in a bikini. So,
Mm-hmm.
here's some cheeks, cleavage, or just some sexy shoots. And I made like $2,500 during the 3-4 months.
On you.
And then I guess I must have posted this one pic, and I'm at the beach, and there were like, maybe there were people in the background, so that flagged it. And then they were like, all right, we'll put it back. And then they weren't letting me put it back. And they were like, oh, your cover photo. I'm like, my cover photo is me in a bathing suit. Like, maybe I have big areola, so maybe a little areola was peeking out. But I'm like, but this is Playboy. I took that as a sign to just take it down. Because I was just like, number one, I wasn't seeing myself posting all the time. Because if I'm going to post, it needs to be a professional shoot. Because I don't want to just be in my house, doing the same thing over and over. And then the messages that I was getting, I just not something that I really... the personal
what was the
messages.
craziest message you got?
Oh my God, this Irish boy wanted me to be his like slave master. Like, I want to be your slave. I want to, can you tell me, can you talk to me? He wanted me to dominate him via videos and I was just like, I don't want to send videos out like that, especially me being what we call a public figure. Everybody knows us out here. And I was like, this is the lifestyle and the toes and the things and the send me this. And I was just like, damn, these $2,500 were kind of nice these past few months, but
You don't want that attention.
I don't want that attention.
Yeah.
I don't mind being sexy. I don't regret trying it because people have wanted me to get on OnlyFans for the longest because of the yoga. And I'm just like, I don't want that in my resume.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like it. I didn't like that type of attention. And now that I took it down, now they're like back on my Instagram. But where's your Playboy page?
What do you
Where's
think?
your Playboy?
Talk about that whole dominatrix and dominating somebody. Where does that come from? Is that a good thing to practice or like?
I think looking for those environments like workshops or with working with a dominatrix or whatever. I think it's a safe place to explore your kinks, and I think the people that don't explore that become serial killers and
You think that's what it is?
whatnot. Of course.
And we also see like a lot of like powerful men in dominations. Like they want to be.
Yeah, because they control all day long and they're always leading in these big leadership executive positions. And so they always have people agreeing with them, left and right, men and women. And so they want to have an experience where somebody's like really in control, where they're the most vulnerable.
Also,
Now, that's not my like forte.
So you don't want to like drag somebody in the leash?
You ever done that?
I've been all around that. I used to live in San Francisco, so I used to go to the Folsom Street fairs where they would have those animal kinks, all
What?
sorts of
Out in the street, on the
out in the street.
¿Tú te imaginas?
I would not do
People
that.
urinating in the other people's mouth. Like I've seen
What?
it all.
What kind of kinky
Ave
shit
Maria
you be watching?
Purísima.
No, this is like real life.
Yeah, because you work in tech as well. Oh, you
I
done with
used
tech?
to work in tech, but I was living in Silicon Valley, like back over there where they're more liberated with all of that.
And you see them like they would like pee on.
It
That's
was at a
disgusting.
fair where it was
A fair?
You ever spit in somebody's mouth?
Wait, time
I
out,
used to
time out,
find
time
that
out.
crazy. So much is happening here.
They have a dominatrix fair.
It's a BDSM. The largest BDSM festival in the world happens in San Francisco.
There's a festival for this?
Yeah, and it's mostly men. I will say it's mostly men. Gay, bisexuals. And then there's the other the bystanders, the voyeur.
no.
I'm a voyeur.
Yeah.
I like watching.
Yeah? So you go to the swingers clubs and you just
I
watch
have
people?
been, yes. And I'm also
I've never been to one.
And I'm also in the Tantra community where they have certain events where things can happen, but within boundaries.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
There's agreements where it's more like a conscious container where people understand.
Got
Yeah.
it, got
the
it.
rules.
Got it. That makes sense.
So you've been to these Tantra events and there's people like having sex in front of everybody?
There's designated sections in the
For that?
for people to cuddle,
Yeah.
for people to massage. It could be between two people. It could be a group just playing.
Yeah.
it's
Everything
playful.
consensual.
Yes, exactly.
I've heard of them. I've never been to them, but I've heard of them.
Mhm.
And I was like, I'm actually open to like maybe one day like being a little fly on the wall. I'll be a voyager.
Right.
Well, I will Dora the Explorer that.
Yes. They got the couch for that. So you could just sit right there and watch.
They have a couch so that you sit there.
An
And
area, yeah.
do you feel uncomfortable walking in? Like, when was the first time walking into something like that? You're like, were you scared?
No, I mean it doesn't happen like you walk in and then boom it starts. It's usually like when I go to these things, they lead up to it after many days of training or workshops and stuff. But if you go to a swingers club or a sex club, it's not going to have that same level of consciousness.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of like a free for all, and you kind of just
I would
have to
rather
center
try the
yourself.
first one that you were mentioning.
Yeah,
So,
right.
so,
Then a
so
swingers
you've been to a
club.
swingers place,
I have, yeah. I've been to sex clubs.
and you never joined.
Joined. I've never, let me see, have I ever had sex at a sex club? Yes, but not with others. I've always just with my partner. You can just go and just be with each other and look
Yeah.
and flirt. Or
I
whatever
would
you,
not mind doing that.
yeah, and get dressed up.
yeah.
Your heels and your sexy
Wow,
outfit.
very sexy.
Your leather if you want. Whatever.
My
and
whip.
The guy too with your panties or your favorite boxers or.
So you went in your couple and you be like, you ever done that, Rose?
I would like to. I haven't.
You know why you haven't, guys?
Well, maybe the people that I've been with, or like it just hasn't been presented to me. Like I haven't had that opportunity. So,
I don't know. The whole concept makes me uncomfortable.
How come?
It's just I feel like, first of all, I don't want to take my girl somewhere where it's gonna be normal to be fucking in front of everybody, right? I think I like it to be intimate between her and I, and that's it. You see what I'm saying?
So when you go in there, it's not like you're seeing everybody on the floor having sex. It's not like that. They usually
That's how it is when I see it in porn.
So like the last event I went to, they had shibari happening. Shibari is the Japanese rope tying art, like bondage, and it's very sexy and sensual and
Well, what is shibari? I don't get it. What is it?
So the woman hangs from this thing from the ceiling, and then he starts tying her up. But at the same time, while he was tying her up, he was like licking her
it's
pussy.
very
and
sensual.
Yeah, and it was like a very tasteful show. And then after that, then there's rooms where people can go and get lost. There's a jacuzzi, there's a steam room, and then there's peeping Tom holes.
Literally, when you said that, I'm like, there has to be a hole somewhere for you to be able to watch.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Diddy party.
A white party. No.
How do you get invited to these?
No, you just go. But you could go on couples nights. So on couples nights, then you know that the men that are in there came with a woman. But I know that sometimes men might have a female friend come in so that way they can go and be fucking creeps.
Yeah.
So that can happen.
So what about singles nights? How does that go? You just go singles nights, be like, yo, this is gonna be a single night. They have those, right?
Probably.
So you wouldn't know.
Yeah, I haven't ever gone alone to a sex club.
And actually, and every time I hear somebody talking about it, they are going with someone.
Yeah.
Whether they're a couple or not. I had a friend that told me that she went like to a few of them. She wasn't with the guy at all. I know for a fact.
Was she with a friend?
She was like, she went with a friend. No, with a guy. She went with a guy friend.
I know that you have a heart out. You know, I know it's 5:00 right now.
We could go into like 5:20 because then I'll just order an Uber.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're like 5 minutes away from here, right?
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
In car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, what is it that you want to teach people? What is it that you want, like, people to, like, what would you want people to get from this conversation that they could know about you and they could elevate their life, their sex life with a partner or intimacy or stuff like that?
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, you mentioned the girl that was afraid, she was afraid to get intimate with you without drinking alcohol. I teach people how to with cannabis.
Okay.
And so, but like very small amounts where it gets the people open, and I promise you will go a lot deeper in intimacy than you haven't ever have before. because it can get to the point where you're now hypersensitive.
Okay.
So you're experiencing more sensitivity. I guide the couple around practices to do, and it doesn't have to be.
What if one of them doesn't smoke? Like, let's say I'm
Oh
with
yeah,
someone, I could
that's
just
okay.
edible
Yeah, so I
or a tea.
so I give it through THC oral, sublingual, oil based. So either that or the inhalation, or both, or one or the other.
Well,
Or none at all. Like, it's just an enhancer and an optional enhancer, but it's a beautiful complement because sexuality and cannabis really do go hand in hand. And so that's my signature method, high tantra.
So I add the cannabis to it. Also, take one of your courses. Are you doing any courses online, like teaching people how to do it online?
I'm creating one right now.
Okay.
Where it's teaching a couple on how to give the art of tantra massage on each other.
Oh,
So you can do it at home.
wow.
I need to find me a Mayan so I could just bring them to you.
So
Or you can just come to me by yourself.
Okay.
also, like I don't know if you want me to say this, but I did 2 ceremonies with you, right? And then one of the ceremonies I did with her is like we had mushrooms too, right?
We did a mushroom, yeah.
I don't really smoke weed like that, but I did the mushroom, and for me it was like it was like an experience that I needed. I feel like I remember like I got emotional. It's like a baby. I could become a baby sometimes. I'm a big baby.
Yeah,
Right?
you were healing the feminine in your
Yeah.
life.
And I was like, oh, maybe this is what I needed, a feminine in my life. And, she provided that. And I feel like you created a safe space for me. I didn't know that there was a part of me that needed something that was missing in my whole life.
Yeah.
Proud of you. You know why? Because the other day, like I keep telling him, I was like, when are you going to settle down? When are you going to find yourself a girl? And he's like, nah, I don't want one. No. But you said something last night.
Oh, okay.
We
We
were
were in the
leaving
club.
the-
I was like, you know what? I'm ready to settle down.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what caused the trigger, but I am here for it.
Because you want to go home with someone, right?
Yeah.
Or have somebody waiting for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah, because I was like, we're at the club. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't-
So
my feet
like
hurt.
he's in finally because come on, you're smart, you're handsome, you're funny.
Stop
Get
it.
yourself a lady that's going to nurture you.
I think what I got from this conversation is, oh man, I think it brought me back. Cause we talk about this a lot. I think what brought me back is, oh wait a minute, like slow the fuck down, get to know the person.
I promise you, the sex is gonna be way more hotter.
Yeah.
When you cultivate all of that desire and the anticipation.
Yeah.
Come on.
This girl's not
Because
lying, y'all.
And I think and where I fucked up at, like I'm really like realizing that now was like, okay, you go out once, you have sex after that. Like you don't have sex, the hell I see. Right? I forget about it. Probably like, wait a minute. Like I'm doing this all wrong. That's not how it goes because I was conditioned for such a long time that this is how it is.
Yeah.
Right? And I think culturally we have this thing that we'd be like, "Tú un palomo if you don't." You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. There's a level to this. Like I'm getting to know this person. If we get there, we get there. But like I need to get to know this person. I gotta really like the person first, and then we get there.
Yeah.
Right.
And as you start elevating in that consciousness that, okay, this is the way it used to be, and let me take it back there, you are going to meet women that are going to be like, well, why isn't he making any moves? And they're just caught up in their normal ways. And you could lead by example and say, hey, I just want to get to know you. And then they're going to be curious as to why you don't want them. And they may actually start liking you even more because they're not used to guys slow, putting the brakes on and taking
it
their
slow.
time.
Yeah.
So really, it's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
And the ones that fall off, they're not meant for you. They're just not at that level. It's okay.
You're right.
It's okay.
Zipporah, how do people find you?
Okay, so Instagram at Zipporah.thehighpriestess. My website is hightantra.com. So high, HIGH, Tantra, TANTRA.com. And how else? I think.
All right.
Oh, Look for me on Sacred Eros,
Okay.
Zipporah.
Okay.
Zipporah at Sacred Eros, EROS.
Black
On
Rose,
Google.
I
Mm.
appreciate you coming through. Like
I
you're
am so
so
glad that this is the episode that you
yeah,
brought me into.
yeah. I know you.
'Cause,
That's it. You're perfect.
listen, this was, I love it. I love it. I'm glad that I got to like know you like in deep and hear you and see what you do. And I just want to say thank you for being a superhero in this world.
Aw.
You are amazing. This is so dope. And it kind of just reassures what I've been thinking of how I see society work and you know, proud of myself for not like letting me follow and forget that I am the way that I am for a reason and that there are more people like that and that, you know, we do got to just keep waiting for that person that is for us. And, you know, and guys, she ain't lying. Orgasmic. All right.
And also, I appreciate you being here. You're so fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're gonna do more episodes with your ass.
Of course.
For
I'm
real.
here anytime.
Yeah, we needed your energy today. Bueno, señores, if you like the conversation, write down what you learned, what you thought. Continue the conversation in the comments. I read them. Lo quiero mucho. La pasen. We're here every Wednesday.
Hey.
And subscribe. Give me 5 stars on todos los podcasts everywhere. Oye, está bien, está todo.